Na, 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 na. Welcome to the Get Offset podcast. My name is Emily.
And I'm Jonah Part.
And I just got back from Fort Wayne, Indiana for Sweetwater's Gear Fest.
Nice.
And boy, are my arms tired.
That's a long way. That's a long way to flap.
I didn't even say flew there, didn't I? Did I? Oh my God. See, I it was like the best weekend/week ever, first of all. But I do have to say, when they asked me if I could go to Gear Fest, I said, yeah, can you get me back Sunday, late morning, early afternoon, because I have an early gig? And they're like, yeah, of course. So they booked me a 6 a.m. flight, literally the first flight out of Fort Wayne that day.
Be careful what you wish for.
But what was funny is I think they were going to do that anyway. Because
they just didn't
everybody seemed, well, not everybody, but like Ryan and Steve from 60 Cycle Hum, Blake from the Tone Mob. I doubt they did the travel, but a couple of guys from Korg were on the same plane as me. And what else? Oh my goodness. Phil McKnight was at the airport that early, and so was Working Class Music. So we were all like, I think almost all of us, with the exception of Steve and Blake, were at the bar, the rooftop bar, until it closed down. Because I think we were all kind of the mindset was, maybe we don't go to sleep. Maybe it's so early. Maybe we just stay up. Because the shuttle was coming at 4 a.m.
Ooh. I'm not a morning person. So for me already, I'm cringing.
I get wanting to like be safe about that. But I'm like, it's a small airport. And I had TSA pre. So, but no, it was great. I'm not complaining. Because that was,
of course not.
That was the most so far mildly inconvenient thing that happened.
It sounds like from what they were doing, they're like, yeah, you want the first flight? Yeah, no problem. We already booked them, right?
Yes.
Already like that.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like they did you the favor, but no, they already did it.
No, they actually did do me some favors because my original flight was a 45-minute layover in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
I was like, no, thanks. Like, can we, like, no. I'm like, that's probably fine. But like, if my flight is 15 minutes late, which happens, I'm going to miss my flight.
Yeah, that won't be good. I've almost missed a flight like that before. That was like running down like a mile or so to the other end of the airport. That was not fun.
I've missed a flight like that. I was stranded in O'Hare in the middle of winter, after spending Christmas in Hilton Head, South Carolina. So guess what? I was not ready for.
No.
-7.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's bad.
Just like Rick and I are just standing out waiting for the bus, like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Yeah, it was great. It was fine. It worked out.
We survived.
We did. But GearFest was so great. The people really made it. It was so awesome to see Working Class Music there and hang out with all of them. Because I just seen Jason and Tia at Guitar House.
Those are great.
But I didn't get to see Nelson and Xander, and I love them dearly as well. So it was great to see them.
That's great. I
met some really cool people. Phil McKnight and Pete Thorne are just the nicest. Rhett Scholl, amazing. 60 Cycle Hum guys, though.
I don't know about them.
Just kidding. They're the best. Yeah, everyone was so great. Sweetwater was so cool. But there's some I got to do some gear things. That's why they sent me. That was fun.
So what did the gear things, how were they? How did they happen? What goes on?
Yeah, it was set up so that there were different rooms kind of tailored to different types of musical experiences. There was a room that was largely a guitar room, a drum room, largely a drum room. Like there was a synth room that I didn't have time to go to. I know. So that was kind of the setup. So I spent most of the time obviously in the guitar room, but I also checked out a room that had microphones and interfaces and stuff. So UA was over there. Got to film an episode of the Working Class Music's show.
That's awesome.
At the UA booth. I also got to talk to Shure. and PreSonus, because I'm a big PreSonus fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was great. They were also nice. PreSonus had a little slushy machine, but I did not want a slushie. It was really cute though.
Oh my God, that is adorable.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so nice. And I got to meet Joe from PreSonus. I know this doesn't mean anything to like 90% of people, but if you follow PreSonus on social or YouTube, Joe's the one who does a lot of the tutorials. So I got to get an in-person tutorial about like, I was just talking to Joe kind of organically.
Yeah.
And something came up. He's like, oh, let me show you an easier way to program your drums on PreSonus. And I was just like, it was so great and funny.
You're like, thank you. Taking notes.
Yeah. They're like, you should make Joe give you a tutorial.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, I think I will.
Hey, have his people talk to my people, talk to your people. We'll make it happen.
And I didn't film that. I would kind of wish I had.
Aww.
I would have filmed more. I was the only channel there without a helper. So I was kind of doing it all myself. Like next time because I was like, I'll be fine. Next time I'm bringing a helper.
Yeah, I think that would be best.
I hope I can invite it back.
Oh, well, hopefully that you do. Did you do any rambunctious things to make that not a possibility?
Other than charging drinks to the room from the hotel bar?
Well, maybe they'll look the other way. I mean,
it wasn't that bad. Mine wasn't that bad. Mine wasn't the worst. I'm not going to say who the worst was, but I have an idea. No, it was because I was getting food and drinks up there every night. So like a couple drinks and a foodie item. Yeah, that's about right. And if they had been like, Emily, you got to pay this, I'd have been like, all right.
I mean, it beats kind of the rock star mentality if you guys get, start trashing the room as opposed to ordering drinks. I think they'd probably prefer the just getting a few drinks are fine.
And dude, I tried. I was like, hey, everybody, I bought some like hard seltzers. I have a bottle of Prosecco wine and stuff. If you all want to just like save some money and drink in the room. And they were like, nah, rooftop. I get it because it was a rooftop bar and you could overlook the high A baseball stadium.
Oh wow!
And every night, except for one of the nights, they do fireworks. They didn't do them one night because it was like a bark in the park night, so they didn't want to upset the animals, which is fair.
Aww, yeah.
Good thoughts. Good reasoning. We weren't expecting I forgot that they were supposed to do fireworks.
Oh no!
But we were watching the game, which ended up being really exciting. And for a while. And then all the lights in the stadium go out and they start shooting off fireworks. So we were like 100 feet away from fireworks at eye level.
Oh my God.
It was one of the loudest, coolest experiences of my life. Trey from Gear Gods and I are just like, what? And I'm like pulling out my phone a couple of times. We're like, oh my shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it was really, really cool. It was just a good vibe and also open air, which makes you feel a little bit better. But we were all in contained space together. People got COVID. I'm sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, could possibly, hope not.
Yeah, hope not.
Hope not.
I'm not going to say anything else. But so yeah, I feel like I'm kind of tempting fate a little bit on it. So, I've had good luck so far.
Yeah, knock on wood. Knock on all the wood.
That's bamboo, but
yeah,
it's a woody grass. But honestly, the thing that amazed me the most, I think, is how much swag we walked away with.
Oh my God, what did you guys get?
So, I love a good SM57.
Yeah.
But this is now my favorite SM57.
Oh my God.
That's the channel that they engraved it.
Oh, that's awesome.
They engraved everyone and they engraved everyone in SM57. And I was like, you must watch my videos, or like obviously this is a safe microphone choice. But I'm like, I always mic my amp with one of these. And whoopsies. I knocked over my shake.
Okay, good. I was glad it was the shake and not the SM57.
Oh, that thing can take a drop. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Just throw it across the room. It'll be fine.
You drop a 57, you're like, oh well. You drop a ribbon mic and you're like, oh, sweet Jesus Christ, what have I done? There's a
Anybody
reason
got an extra kidney?
Oh my god! Look, it's a fragile baby. So that's one thing. Roland, just turn around here. The other cool personalized thing, Roland. I hadn't heard of these V-Moda headphones, but I'd actually been wanting a pair of like closed backs.
Oh, nice.
So they gave us these.
I have closed backs.
Yeah, I have open backs, which are great if you're not like trying to not annoy people. So they have the channel logo on them.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's really
I'm
thoughtful.
They sounded really good. Apparently, like you can just completely flatten this, and it won't hurt. They fold up really small. They're Bluetooth and wired. Really neat. So thank you. Thank you, Roland, for that. At the Roland booth, have you heard of the Waza Air? The Waza Air?
No, I haven't.
So people ask me a lot, and I don't know why I get asked this personally so much, about solutions to have like a wireless experience while you play your instrument. Like I got my mom the Mustang Micro, and she's like, "Can I use this with my Bluetooth headphones?" I was like, "No." And you wouldn't want to because of latency. It's going to make the playing feel really, really weird.
Yeah, that's always what I worry about when people talk about wireless guitar and playing around. Yeah.
Like if it's a wireless thing where there's like a dongle, like a transmitter and receiver, it's like very, very slight. But actually if there was actually Bluetooth, there would be pretty bad latency. And I've experienced that before, and it's not fun. But Waza Air uses the same kind of like wireless technology you use on like a stage wireless system. Yeah. So it's like a real like 0.02 millisecond latency. That's literally not noticeable.
Yeah, not at all.
So I've been curious about these. I've told people like I'm pretty sure that's the option if you really want that. But I never tried them, and I always felt kind of bad about like being like, it might be cool. Yeah. And they had them there, and I was like, are those like charged? Can I try those?
Yeah, can I walk around?
And Jeff from Boss Rollin' was like, please. And he showed me that he's like, if you're just playing guitar through headphones, it can get really fatiguing, right? It's not very natural sounding, and there's no kind of like spatialness except for like, well, obviously with stereo. But he showed me that you can there's a couple settings, and one is you set where you want to look when there's the amp, and as you move, it moves all around you. It's It's incredibly spatially aware. It felt really organic. It felt like a magic trick.
That's crazy.
Like gyroscopic or something. And they sounded really good and fun. So I'm glad I've been recommending those to people because they sound fucking great.
Now that you've experienced them firsthand, yeah.
Do you ever have that panic? Like you're not sure about something, but it's kind of a solution, and you're like, what if it sucks?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Not the case. Not the case here. They were really cool. But yeah, Pigtronics, D'Angelico / Supra were there. They handed out some pedals. UA handed out. I got the golden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I am so excited to try that one out. And I got the Volt interface.
Okay.
So do you have one of those?
No, I have the Apollo Twin.
Oh, that's like a good choice. That's still UA, right?
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Yeah. So I looked at all of them when I was looking through it, and I was like, well, at least for what I want to do, I definitely wanted the Twin Quad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got the Volt series is considerably more entry level, but I'm really curious to see how it sounds.
Yeah, put it up next to the Presonus and see how it kind of like adds up.
I know people really like the preamps in them.
That's what I've heard. I've talked to a few other people that run gear channels, and they were like, yeah, I love it. And so I was like, yeah, it is pretty good. Yeah,
apparently Ryan Burke is really stoked because he doesn't have I don't think he's ever had like a great / real interface. Like for what he does.
What did he run on?
He records into Handycams.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is the Tascam Portacapture 8, which I also picked up at GearFest.
It kind of reminds me of like one of those like Zune 5N or it kind of looks like a
Zoom.
Zoom.
It's like an H6. I have the Zoom over there, and they're pretty identical. They're pretty
good.
It has this capsule that you can like reverse. You can either try to catch it direct on, but if you're recording with somebody else, you can flip these around so you can each get like directional audio.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't think on the Zoom H5N, I don't think I could do that. I think they were fixed.
Yeah, I don't know about the Handycam. I think I might be able to do that, but obviously you can probably have different mic inputs, and then there's 4 mic lines there. Okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's a camera in and out, an external in. So I'm curious to see what I could possibly do with that.
Probably use it with the DSLR.
Yeah, I mean that's the out for sure. But the in, could I put? They both say camera, but I'm kind of wondering if I could just plug something else into the in.
One way to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna screw around with that. Then it has a hot shoe, and also the plug. But what really blew my mind about this, we're letting it load up. I don't know. There are different load faster. So you go to home, launcher. There are different types of settings. Like it has default settings. So like that one's music. Yeah. But there's voice, podcast. There's a tuner on it. There's a metronome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So the music one includes multiple reverb and dynamic effects, stereo recording. Then there's voice, mono mix recording. And let's see what the podcast. Field. Convenient access and low cut switches. So it just makes the things that you need to find for certain types of recording a lot easier to find.
No, it sounds great. I mean, even with the LCD screen, I mean, it looks like it's easy to navigate. Yeah.
The podcast one even has 2 sound pads for like jingles or intros and other sound effects. Yeah. Yeah, so that's really cool.
Just like, hold up, I'm going to play our intro before you start talking, pushing the button, and we're...
Yeah, seriously, like this, it's a step up. And I feel redeemed because at one point, Rick had one of those for his job, and then he just didn't have that job anymore, so he gave it to me, and I broke it.
Oh, no. Womp womp.
I tried to fix it and I just made it worse.
Oh, you're just like, hold on. I could just super glue these pieces together. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, it didn't work.
I don't think it was my fault entirely. It had like 2 XLR ends. And then apparently it's not uncommon in them. The spring broke, so it wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. Springs out. Forget it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to Rick. I'm like, even if I can get it removed, I could never put another microphone in there. So I was just walking around for months with like a handy cam that already had like, it was wrapped around like the cable was. I'm like, I need the mic cable.
No.
So eventually I needed the mic cable like in a hurry. And I was like, I'm going to take it apart and very gingerly and like film myself so I could like figure out how to put it back together.
Oh.
It was so like deep into the machine to like eject it. I never.
No, it never was the same.
I had to break it. I just like eventually like I can't. Like I had to pull back the plastic. There was no other way. It was like soldered together. It's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
Half the mic it used to be.
It's broken forever. But it's okay. I got it. I got replacement now. Redeemed.
Yes, you have been redeemed.
I redeemed myself. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have filmed more. I probably could have filmed at least 50% more content if I had a helper, but I still got a couple of videos I think are going to be fun.
No, it'll be good once you get those up. But yeah, I mean, there's always next time. And I mean, you learned a lot from going to this one to kind of anticipate if and when they, send you another invite.
Yeah, I hope they do. Sweetwater, please invite me again. Please do it again. I know people like the in-person Gear Fest. a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if next time it's more a hybrid. And I will say the Marshall wall was real.
Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, that was definitely real.
Yeah, like I want to be the first person to publish a Gear Fest video.
Fake news, or is it real? It's like, is there aliens?
It's like, I think it's the shortest video on the channel that's not like one of their little short, that's not actually a short. And yeah, I filmed it. I filmed it, edited it on my phone.
You walked quite a way, and I was like, "There's no golf cart." They didn't like. You were like, "I'm still walking. We're in the middle of the desert, but I swear it's not a mirage. I can see it in the distance."
I felt like I kept moving, and it stayed in the same place.
Yes, it was like Monty Python of like, Sir Lancelot. It's like he's there, and then he's further back, and then he's forward again. Yeah, like, that's what it felt like.
Am I on a treadmill right now?
I swear I was closer. I have no water. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here.
I was like, I didn't put my sunglasses on. I'm just squinting in the camera. I'm like, I didn't know it was gonna be this bright and hot today.
Like Squinty McSquint face. You're just like, I think the phone is in front of me. Yes, we're still walking. The light's in my face. I hope you appreciate this.
Yes, please appreciate. That guy who kept leaving comments about how it's not it's cardboard cutouts never responded when I tagged him.
Oh no! No one likes facts these days. They ask for them, but they don't actually want them.
No. To be clear, the top row of cabs wasn't plugged in because math, I guess.
Maths are hard.
I don't think you can plug three cabs into one Marshall. I just don't think the math works out. I think it was literally because of like math.
Yeah, that always gets in the way of things.
Yeah. But what are you up to? Let's take a break from me talking about Gear Fest.
Well, I'm just basically working on the demo thing that I was working on for the BAW, and I finished all of the animated dialogue, so it was all animated and all the mouths talk separately and together with the dialogue that I recorded, so that's done. So this week is recording all of the main demo together with the human parts and the animated parts, so it looks like in real time I am talking and singing and having a conversation with Ma back and forth in real time, like it's all happening right in front of you, even though it's taken several months.
The sheer amount of like parts that go into making one of your videos is amazing.
No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it always has a learning curve. Like each one, even this one, I kind of started to get down to a science, the guitar version of what this demo is. But then with this one, this is basically a mic, basically a vocal effects pedal, which I had to rethink how I would film all that. And there's a lot going on in the pedal. So putting that all into perspective, I had to rethink and think of ways to not only show the pedal in kind of some, I guess, controlled with lyrics for songs that people may have known in the settings, but like really figure out, if I was a person with this pedal, what would I like to know? What's already out there, and how can I do it in such a way that it is engaging, entertaining, and you get something out of it, at least, while having fun?
I mean, I don't think there's any other mall demo that's going to be anything like yours.
Well, at least... Given. Yeah, I mean, not the other ones don't have it coming to life and talking to you, obviously.
And if they do, you have taken some drugs.
Yeah, I'm sober though, so maybe I should see a therapist.
Are your pedals talking to you? Yeah. Unless you animated them.
Call the number at this lowest part of the screen now.
Oh my God.
We have therapists waiting for you by the phone.
We have therapists. Or just, did you take some mushrooms, pal? Some LSD?
Yeah, let us, whatever you're taking, let us know.
Let us know. Actually, don't.
No, don't.
No. Unless you're somewhere where it's legal. Psychedelics are basically decriminalized in Seattle.
Oh no, not in my Florida state. That ain't gonna happen in Florida.
What about your freedoms?
Oh no, I don't think I really have many of those anymore. I mean, obviously recently, that changes things. I don't know how I feel about Independence Day. I don't really feel independent.
No, I don't feel independent at all. I mean, Washington is going to keep supporting humans' rights. But, you know, I would like to take this moment and implore people to donate to abortion access funds.
Yes.
Because you keep seeing this. I'm going to go on a tangent. You keep seeing people talking about how, like, if you want to, like, if you need to go camping or whatever, I'm like, you know, this coded language isn't going to prevent litigation against you.
Nope.
You're not safe by doing that. Like, people who don't know you don't go stay with someone on the internet just because they told you they were a safe place. Because on both sides, there are going to eventually be people who are trying to trick you and catch you.
Yep.
And the thing about actual abortion access funds is that they vet everybody. And then if something does happen to you, they have the legal resources to help you. So, yeah, I know everyone means well, but be aware that that's the truth of this matter. And we need to just keep fighting for our rights, because apparently they're not as they're not as set in stone as we had hoped.
Nope, not at all.
No.
And I think definitely we're going to need to get some new people in that hopefully will do their job and not sit and do nothing. So here's hoping.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
Yep. That's my politics talk for the day.
Without going on a rant, yes.
At this point, if you know what this podcast is,
you already know. Exactly.
You're surprised by my position.
Oh no!
How could you be surprised by my position on this matter?
No, not at all.
Whatever. Yeah. You know, I forget. Whatever. We shouldn't talk about that anymore. Can I show you the pedals Pigtronics gave me?
Yes.
So the first one is the Gamma Drive, an analog overdrive.
Okay.
They're all small. Check this shit out. They're all so tiny.
Okay.
Like, so those who aren't watching, I am unboxing pedals on the show right now.
How big was the box, though? Because I remember one of the Pigtronics I got. It was like a huge box, and I just opened it. It was like a tiny box. Like, what? Who is your packaging department? I mean, I'm a graphics person.
Was it the Sense? Was it the Sense? Because I got the Sense, and then Greg.
It was like one of the envelope filter ones, the Resitron, I think it is. Oh God, that size of that box.
I think it was Greg from Recovery told me that the pedals used to be bigger, significantly larger, and then they made them smaller, but they kept the boxes the same because they just had a lot left over.
Okay, that makes more sense, because originally I'm just like, whoever did this packaging design is like a graphic design like person career-wise. Like, this makes me really unhappy and upset.
Seriously. But this is the Gamma Drive.
Oh my God, that thing is tiny.
And I like the knobs. Like, they don't feel like the most robust things in the world, but I'm sure they'll do the trick. But they're pretty. Be fine. I think on small pedals, I kind of like this idea of like a slightly curved knob, like it kind of bulges out in the middle, because I find them a little bit hard to get your little fingies in.
Oh yeah.
So they're kind of notched and curved, which means you can use the side a lot easier. But yeah, this is just volume, gain, treble, bass. Pretty simple. But Justin, shout out to Justin and Jessica. They said that sounds pretty great.
Yeah, that almost looked as like small as like my little more slow engine. Yeah, a little like tiny.
I feel like it might even be smaller than like the Tiny Fuzz. It's probably the same enclosure now I think about it.
Or maybe maybe hold on, like maybe like a ramper.
Oh yeah, it's about the same size as the ramper.
Yeah, it looks like about that.
I usually have the Tiny Fuzz on my desk because I use it so much. But yeah, looking over, it looks like the same. I love that Tiny Fuzz. The ramper. Yeah, Mass did that right.
Yeah, he did. He does a lot of pedals right. I mean, the few that I've tried, the 3 that I've tried so far, I've loved. Ooh.
This one came with a spell of Velcro that's going to fit perfectly on the back ass of it.
That actually is rather thoughtful for us Velcro using folk.
It really is. I mean,
I hate having to go out, and I'm just like, I just ran out of Velcro. I'm like, fuck. And then it's sliding on the pedal board, and I'm just like, okay, the cables, do your job, hold it in place, please.
Come on, please. Yeah, I know. I have 2 unvelcroed pedals on my baseboard right now because I like can't find my Velcro.
Well, that's
you can only like I have trouble finding just the sticky side, like on the strips.
Yes.
Like I don't need more soft Velcro.
No.
Well,
that's the funny thing. Like I'll see over in like Discords or like Facebook groups for gear, and they're just like, yeah, I mean, does anybody like, when they sell their pedals, do the Velcro on it? Do they not like that? And I was like, dude, I would love you if you left the Velcro on because I wouldn't have to get more. No, I appreciate the Velcro.
Yeah, please
leave it.
Well, once I bought a pedal that had like the soft side of Velcro on the bottom, and I was like,
no.
Like if I knew it was a soft Velcro, yeah, I would have asked you to take it off.
It's like, who raised you? Who hurt you? Why?
I don't know. So this is Space Rip. It's a little analog synthesizer, is my understanding. Nice. I've heard people call it Space Fart, but lovingly.
Affectionately.
Yeah, I just heard it rips, and it's got octaves that promise low to no latency. And yeah, and a couple of shapes. So this one, I have no idea what to expect with this one. I'm pretty stoked to try it.
I'll have to wait to see what you do.
Yeah, me too. And then last but this is not even the last one. It's just one of the last ones. This one is what I'm most kind of excited about. It's the Moon Pool. And Justin was telling me a lot about this one. It is a tremolo and phaser. So you can have trim, phaser, or both.
Oh, nice.
And there's depth, trim speed, phase speed. So actually it's like you can do it on both sides. There's stuff. And then there's this dynamic feature. And I've only seen the dynamic tremolo one other time, the envelope tremolo Laughing Man by Bookworm. And that's like the harder you play, the faster the rate is. And
I remember looking at that one.
It's really cool. Because I was just having a talk with Brian from Bookworm, and I'm like, you know what I really want in a pedal is that he's like, hold on a second. And he
got you
off the screen. He's like, wait a second. I make this. I'm like, I didn't, but now I do.
Why, thank you. Now I want one. Send, please.
Yeah. So this has a sensitivity filter. You can control I believe the speed on the dynamics on the phaser and the tremolo. But you can have it so that, it's like the Laughing Man. The harder you hit it, the faster it is. Or the opposite, which sounds like a really cool idea. Just that sounds really cool.
Nice.
I think
I like the flexibility of that for sure.
I think I'm going to probably prioritize filming this one because it seems so cool. Yeah. And then the other one was the Echolution 3, which was available at Guitar House Demo, but I didn't get the time. Mm-hmm. So I've heard it's cool. I forget who was talking about it. A tape is hard, man.
Do you have scissors?
No, where are my scissors? Tape is hard.
Your fingies are failing you.
I was in the airport and I just kind of panicked, cut all my nails too.
Oh no! You can't now just because of that.
I chipped one and I'm gonna be honest, I gnawed at it for a second to just try to like mellow it because it was so sharp. I'm like, can I at least, because I couldn't find my nail file, I'm like, can I like calm it down a little bit? That made it worse.
Oh no.
So the moment I got through security, I pulled out my nail clippers, which I actually had some, and just trimmed all my nails in the bathroom over a trash can.
Hey, desperate times.
There's 2 pieces of tape on this.
Oh, they make you make you work.
Oh my gosh.
You can do it.
Open. I'm doing it. It's open. So much perfectly crafted foam. Yeah, the Echolution. So it looks like we have.
That's a lot of ports.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's stereo. there's a remote, so you can do TRS or MIDI. There's USB, I assume, for firmware updates or saving presets and stuff. Then there's a tap, tempo, and engage, 4 presets, it looks like. And then there's tap, reverse, jump, and pong. Those are certainly words, some of which I know what they mean. So yeah, stereo delay.
Stereo are my favorite.
We stan a stereo pedal.
Yep. Stand with stereo always.
No Velcro.
How dare you?
Damn it. Yeah. So thank you, Justin, for that. They also had some cool guitars. And they had their Supro Royale amp, and I really hate when I start gassing for an amp, dude. You know what I mean?
No. You're just like, I have some, but where in my have room for another?
I do. I have a mostly perfect amp. But
mostly.
This thing had 2 like sound settings. One was more like, I think, a Fender clean, and then the other one was like a traditional Supro. What was really neat was if you had the reverb up and you turned the master volume all the way down, it's just reverb.
Oh my God.
Like, wow. I've never seen that before. Like, I've never played that before. I mean, other amps probably do that, but I've never experienced it.
An amp, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like listening to Rhett Scholl like play through this, like, because he was there right before my appointment. And I was like, wow, that's really cool.
You're like, wait, I have to follow that, like,
Rhett's so nice that I worried not about it. But one of the things that was really funny is when you were in the guitar room, you could tell when someone else was filming that you knew, because like I heard Jason playing Radiohead, and I heard Ryan Burke playing one of his safety riffs. And I'm sure people heard me playing Pete and Pete. Yeah. Like, oh, I hear the safety riffs.
Yes.
So when you're filming in that kind of environment, you want to play something that you can play like on your worst day
and still
not
nail it.
crazy.
Yes.
To be honest. Yeah.
No,
so
of course.
You get the safety riffs, is what Ryan Burke calls them. And that's,
that's going to be your aces right there. I mean, at least with, I think, one of the recent demos that I watched, working class musician, that whole thing between Jason and Tia when they were doing like that. Oh, I know what you're going to play next. And then she goes, yeah. I know what you're going to play. Just go. Just do it. And then he goes right into the Radiohead.
Yeah.
I love that.
I heard him playing that at Guitar House also. And then later I told him, like, I think it was in his Insider Riff trading video. I was like, I don't like Radiohead. He's like,
oh, by the way.
It is one, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, it's one of the few bands that, like, if the moment they come on the radio, like, because we listen to a lot of like Sirius XM and they play a shit ton of Radiohead. My husband knows I'm going to turn over. I'm going to immediately change it. Like, there have been times where like I was like half asleep and Rick was driving and a Radiohead song starts. I'm like, what is this shit?
And half the audience just tuned out now.
We're entitled to our opinions.
No, it's okay. I'm not really a Radiohead person either. I mean, there's like some that obviously are the hits that were on the radio that obviously I know because it's been played to death and I'm fine with it. But as far as going through albums, I never really was like a Radiohead kind of player. I
saw like most of their set at Bonnaroo one year, and I forget what album had just come out. I'm like, oh yeah, I know some Radiohead songs. I'll check them out. They, I think, only played new stuff. I was like, this.
So you were left out, yeah.
At a festival, it's a really unusual thing for somebody to do.
Yeah, you at least want to play some of the older stuff. Yeah.
Usually, when listen, you have your shows that you play when that it's like diehard fans pay between $35 and $300 to come to the show. Well, you can be a little more challenging.
Yeah.
When it's a festival show and you're like, people probably know me from hits primarily. You hit load it. You hit load it, dude. Like when I saw Springsteen at Bonnaroo was a completely different show than when I saw him on normal tours. He played way less like stuff, like way fewer deep cuts and way more hits. And also Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. Aces indeed. But yeah, I'm waiting for things to kind of calm down a bit in my life, but it's not going to happen. I have a show on Wednesday, the day after this drops, and then I have 2 shows next week.
Oof, yeah, you're definitely running on E in some aspects.
Running on E?
I see that.
This is an Ernie Ball bandana. They gave it to me.
Was that swag? Was that from there, or was this before?
No, this was swag. They gave out, a lot of the brands had like swag bags they just handed out, and some of them were more like impressive than others.
Yeah.
Ernie Balls had like a bunch of strings, these bandanas, some other cool stuff, and a fuck ton of coasters, like coasters that look like they're string packaging.
Oh God.
It's like, huh. Can always use a coaster.
Of course. You never can go wrong with a coaster at all.
And I just thought it's honestly really funny merch. I'm going to be honest. Like I have some coasters that I just hate and need to replace anyway. So I'm like,
yeah, cool. Just go to a park and play that whole like frisbee game with it. Just like,
yeah, just chuck them at squirrels or something. I would never do that. I would never.
No animals. Harm no animals. Do no harm. Yes.
Just see if I can like get it through like the 5 hole of some branches or whatever.
Exactly. That like what is the why can't I think of the game right now with the chain and you throw a little frisbee through it?
Frisbee golf?
Is it? Yeah, I think that's
disc golf.
Maybe.
It's something. It's some sort. It's like it's disc golfing. I'm gonna Google disc golfing. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That is okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, disc golf.
Yeah.
Because I always see them at the parks and it's just like no one really uses it. So I've always, for the most part of my life, I was like, why are those things here? No one uses them.
I don't know anybody who disc golfs.
Nope.
I don't think. Not like a lot. I can't throw a frisbee straight.
I can.
Really? Are you good at frisbeeing?
Whenever I would frisbee, I don't do it often, but I was relatively okay, and I could throw a football too. So
I can't throw a football. I used to be able to throw a baseball really well.
Nice.
Like I was a catcher, so I could do home plate to second, or I would play third base also, so I could do third to first. Because I need someone who can go the distance on those 2 throws.
Yeah.
And I just was at a really young age too. So I don't think I can do that right now.
Yeah, I mostly played hockey growing up until like I got out of college. So me at this point in my life, I don't think my body could do that anymore.
I bet you could pass it really good at the time though.
Oh yeah, I mean I played center, defense, or I played goaltender. Those are the 3 positions I played.
Shit, goaltender! Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Did you play with women or men?
I played predominantly with men until I got to college, and I did like travel teams and stuff like that. But yeah, when I got to college, that's when they segregated, and yeah, I had to. You had to. Women. Yeah, I had to.
I'm sure it was a completely different experience because you probably had the locker room largely to yourself, didn't you?
I mean, I changed in the bathroom, and then I pretty much went into the locker room and then finished the rest of changing. So no, I didn't really segregate. I changed with the guys, like whatever.
All right.
I didn't obviously start looking around the room. You know, I just putting my shit on and go to fucking play the game. That's what I came here for. I don't care. I don't care.
Dude, I really want to watch that. Did you ever? Oh, fuck! What was the name of that show with the Canadian hillbillies who talk real funny? They talk like they're really fast talkers. Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Hold on, 1 second. We're gonna look this up. We're gonna get it.
It's the show that Jared Keeso's in. That did not help anybody. Letterkenny. So Letterkenny has a spinoff series called Shoresy, and I've only seen clips from one episode, but it was so fucking funny, and I really need to watch it. Rick would not like it. I don't. He doesn't like Letterkenny. I think they talk too fast. Yeah, but it gives me 30 Rock vibes in terms of like the joke density.
Yeah, of course. That's the thing. Yeah, I think what we've been watching recently has been like the Umbrella Academy, the latest season. So I've been excited about that.
Fuck, did they cancel that?
Is this the last season? This might be the last season.
I don't know. I heard good things.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It has its darker moments and what the fuck moments, but all in all, it's pretty funny at times.
Yeah. What doesn't have its what the fuck moments?
Oh, of course.
What's worth watching that doesn't have its what the fuck moments?
Agreed.
How many times can we say what the fuck moments before I lose my monetization?
What the fuck?
Yo. It's a what the fuck fest. You know what I really want is I want to get in touch with Acorn Amps and I want their fuck face buzz or overdrive or whatever color that is. So
you can just say it throughout the whole thing. And here you have the fuck face buzz.
The fuck face. My fuck Putin pedal got demonetized. And then it got like 8,000 views. I'm like, fuck you,
You're
YouTube.
like, fuck you. Yeah, YouTube was like, let me go down her list. That one.
This is both political and has the F word and in the thumbnail. So we're gonna have to just.
I think the Karen of YouTube came for you.
Let me live. Let me cuss. I don't make content for children.
You're like, shh, let people enjoy things.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm into letting people enjoy things, but I also kind of like it when people can defend what they enjoy. Like, it's fair. You can say, I just like it. Like, that's fine. That's valid. It's more fun if you can, like, defend it.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
I just came from a family where, like, gentle ribbing is, like, love. It's a love language. And my best friend in high school, like, and adult life also, we would just spend a lot of time, like, shit-talking each other's favorite bands and, like, then defending it to each other. And I just feel like that's that's my idea of gentle fun. Like, if someone wants to come up to me, like, I love the podcast Your Favorite Band Sucks, even when they do episodes about bands I like. I know what it is. It's just
of course.
It's just fun. It's not serious usually.
No, it's just kind of like poking like at each other in jest. Like, it's just shits and giggles, you know.
Yeah, it's all in good fun. And if somebody starts to get like upset about it, you stop.
Yeah, just figure out a safe word. You're good.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Is my safe word.
Okay, now stop.
Okay, now stop. That's yeah. I don't need no like weird shit.
No. Because right. Yeah. Just like you'll be at like a Thanksgiving and then suddenly someone will say it and I'm like, wait, I didn't say that. Awkward.
Like what? No, just talking about cornbread dressing.
Just pass that helping of mashed potatoes over there. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You stop what you're doing in your tracks.
Deer in headlights.
Yeah, like, what'd I do? I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That's because we come a long way from Gearfest.
We started at Gearfest. We went through politics. We then went through, obviously, all like shows, family dinners. I mean, we kind of walked you through a full year, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Well, we could also, speaking of athleticism, though, did you watch the Sweetwater Roadie-O Games? It's Roadie-O.
Yes, the Roadie-O Games. Yes, I did.
I can't believe they condensed that into 18 minutes because I think it was 90 minutes of filming.
I was so amazing, though. And they also had, like, was it Willie G and, like, this other guy, like, doing, like, the announcers. Like,
that was so fun.
Oh, that was so awesome.
I like how the other guy was just, like, friends with Billy Gibbons. Like, Billy Gibbons is friends with everybody. That was pretty great. The commentary was awesome. I remember watching it thinking, I hope there's like some weird commentary happening.
Yeah.
And
No,
it
they
did not
did.
disappoint.
They did. No, it did not disappoint. So anybody at home, go watch those Roadie-O Games. They were Gear Fest. They were really great. I so enjoyed that.
Did you see that? I think it was Casey Drummer. He like did the gong throw. He got on the first try.
Yes,
and they showed a little previously recorded footage of him juggling it, but they didn't show that he juggled it. And then each one. Gong hit, gong hit, gong hit.
Hey, they know how to hit.
He's so athletic. He was jumping around. He did a vertical jump onto the stage multiple times. Like that motherfucker CrossFits. That was amazing to watch.
And he's like, hold on, I'm gonna get to the drum set. Just hop, like hop right over, like, $1 Million Man, like sound effect as he hops to the drum set.
Like I watched him jump off the stage too. I'm like, damn. That leggy guy is a good jumper. Like his like muscle to like density rate, like his muscular like strength. You know how if a man and a woman weight lift the same thing, then the woman's technically stronger because of that. I'm like his like whatever the fuck that statistic is must be astronomical because he wasn't like muscular looking, but what he could do with what he had was impressive.
Nice.
It was really cool. And then, like, I think it was Tia who leaned over and was like, I've been following that guy since high school on YouTube. Yeah. A lot of that.
Yeah, I definitely did like the ones that I liked, obviously, was that whole, like, they were setting up all the mic stands and stuff like that between funny. Ryan and Jason. And then also the other ones are getting, like, the picks
Ryan's
out of the
waddle.
Guitar. Yeah, he's waddle.
Because it said no running.
I know. No, yeah. So like when he's like speed waddling around, it was so funny.
I think people were like messaging or commenting at Lauren, at Ryan's wife, be like, why is Ryan walking like that?
Is there anything going on? Is
he
okay? Yeah.
I think the only one that I thought was a bit of a dud was tuning the guitar.
Yeah, that didn't have as much excitement for me. Like I watched that when I was like, then I started to multitask, and then like I tuned in after that one.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be restringing a guitar.
That's also kind of what I thought, and it was like, oh yeah, tuning, and we're done. I was like, oh, that was no.
That was weird, but it was fine. It wasn't bad. I was just like, eh.
I mean,
but Dobie Das getting all the picks out of the guitar, like that technique.
With the shake, the violent shake, and he was like, oh yeah, he's not gonna get, there's no way, and the other guy's just like shaking it, la 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 la, and the other guy's like figuratively shaking it. No, like whoa.
Dobie was not there to lose.
No.
Dobie was training.
He had zero chill. It was just like shaking like he was a machine.
Dobie in general has no chill, like in a good way. Like the man has a gold wrapped Mercedes SUV.
I saw that. I'm like, holy shit.
And he drove. He was in NAMM 2 weeks ago, and he drove.
Holy shit.
That's why his Mercedes was there.
Road trip.
Like, oh my God. And then he's like going up to like Michigan and then Lexington. Like he's got like he's basically on tour doing this kind of shit. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his drip is always impeccable. The boots, amazing. But yeah, it was truly one of the best like experiences of my life.
No, it definitely looked it, and everyone looked like they were having a great time. I also saw you. I also saw you beat the shit out of one of those gator cases with a bat. I mean, that definitely looked like that's a pretty stuff case right there.
People kept giving me shit for like not hitting it hard enough. I'm like, one, wasn't really any place for me to stand. Two, if I kept swinging through at that angle,
back and then it hits you.
Yeah, yeah.
When cases attack.
From where I could like film, if it had been turned a little, I could have swung and followed through potentially without hitting the big metal bar or the cardboard cutout.
Swing,
but that was not the case. My favorites were the guys who were giving me shit for like my boxing.
Oh,
because I was like hitting it because it was like set up like a speed bag, but like at like chest level. Normally a speed bag's up there,
a little higher.
So I'm like, I was proud of my timing. Like I was a triple it, straight. straight right. We were like, she wouldn't last 5 minutes in a fight. I'm like, I box 4 times a week. I know I'm not skinny, but like I have a lot of muscle under this fat, and 5 minutes is actually a really fucking long time to fight somebody, for the record.
Yeah, it is actually. They usually don't kind of last that long. So, I mean, you could always have propositioned them to like, oh, would you like to try?
Like a round is 3 minutes. Like 5 minutes straight? That sounds exhausting. That is exhausting. I don't think anybody, no.
No, I mean, like, if any obviously
I think
recorded fight I've seen, they don't last that long. They get tired and they start to like slump over. They're like, are you done yet? No, I'm not. And they go at each other and they look like they're so exhausted. I'm like, dude, just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
And they get the 60 seconds to breathe in between rounds. If you were fighting straight for 5 minutes and there's not a winner or a loser, I don't know what's happening.
No.
That's the weirdest thing.
No. Yeah, just stop.
Yeah. Yeah. But the guy he's like, I respect that you responded. I'm like, okay, I'm glad I earned your respect. Fuck you.
Oh, by the way, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How's this for respect? Fuck yourself. Nah. But I saw Gator, and that video really blew up because Sweetwater shared it. And the woman working at the Gator booth was like, I see you clapping back at people. I'm like, gotta get the engagement numbers up.
Yep. Hey, it's good for the algos.
It's good for the algorithm. More people are seeing it. It was fun. That was just fun. Like they broke 2 bats. They broke 2 maple, because maple will just shatter. Ash can get like cracks in it. Maple will just like explode on you pretty much. I was like, it seems dangerous that you use maple instead of ash, but okay.
Why didn't they use anything like aluminum or anything?
Oh, because aluminum's very dangerous. Aluminum bats are really dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, balls fly farther, which is why they give them to kids, because it's like give them a little bit of help. But an aluminum bat it's dangerous if it goes flying, especially because they won't break; they'll just leave your hands.
Yeah.
So, and they'll fly a lot farther.
They're lighter. Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but it's not going to feel very light if it hits you in the kiss area, you know.
No. That would be reconstructive surgery. No.
I'd be like, oh, I got these teeth. I got new teeth. No. Imagine, like, you just lose a tooth because you were playing softball in like middle school, and someone just like let go of the bat as it was swinging. Yeah. Oof. So I think they're starting to go back to wooden bats, which I think is a smart choice.
Yeah.
Also, it preps kids better if they want to play in like high school or college.
Of course.
But whatever. I just, I like sports.
Go sports. Someone
said, wow, you're not very athletic. And I just responded, I'm a musician. Yeah. I know it's not an excuse. Because the next video they posted was of Dovey Das hitting it. Mm-hmm. And someone was like, I saw the video of the girl do it. I'm like, someone else should do it. I'm like, the girl. The girl. Huh? I just actually comment on that one. Just quotation marks, the girl.
The girl.
It was great. Is that video still up? Oh, yes, it is. Let's see if he responded.
Let's look and see if we can fight with a troll today.
Oh, no, it didn't respond.
Oh.
It's all good. It's okay.
But that video taking away my entertainment today.
That video got 63,000 views.
Holy shit.
Like, oh, why can't I have monetized reels? Probably be like 15 cents. Here's your quarter.
Yep. Here, like have TikTok a quarter. Money. Be happy.
That's like TikTok money, dude.
Yeah. I heard it's not that good.
That's why they're all moving to YouTube. It's like YouTubers are like, oh, there's a lot of people on TikTok. I should go over there. And TikTokers are like, there's no money over here. I'm going to go over there.
Well, and also like TikTok is doing things to now look like Instagram, and Instagram are doing things to make look like TikTok. Like, It's oh my God, it's so maddening. It was like, be individual, do your own things, and whoever will go to you will go to you. You don't need everyone.
Yeah, because like I don't watch TikTok if I don't have headphones in or if I'm not alone. Like Instagram, I used to be able to scroll and like
Yeah.
enjoy.
Well,
Yeah.
I love Instagram for me because it was mainly originally a either photography or art platform. I could see things that people create and make, and I can follow them. And if they have videos where they would show behind the scenes of making things and engage with people
I
if
love
they
those.
wanted to, I love that a lot. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more connected that way. Whereas TikTok is just look at me drink this like fireball with this like, was it peanut butter whiskey? Haha. Like I was just like, we're doing stupid things. Like, okay, yes, I understand. There's a funny haha thing for that. But like when all the videos are either that or lip syncing, like it's all the same.
Those can be funny and it can be fun.
Oh, they can be, yeah.
But what blows my mind is that despite Instagram wanting to be like TikTok, the videos that do well on Instagram don't do well on TikTok, and the videos that do well on TikTok don't do well on Instagram.
No, on TikTok, you have to it seems like you have to be on camera speaking a person. If I was to post something like animated or to show characters and stuff like that, dead. If I go to Instagram and post something like that, a lot of engagement. It's an artist platform, whereas TikTok is more of a social kind of platform.
Yeah, which is fine. They should be different. Yeah. And you should let them
stay different. Yeah, let them exist.
Yeah, let them stay different.
Yeah, like don't copy each other. Just be your own unique things. You don't need to like try to be something in order to get more people. Be happy with your foundation, like with Instagram and getting rid of photos. Or like these were your core people that established you. Don't throw them away and forget them because they're going to be pissed and they will all leave and then you're fucked. And
they're just going to go to Twitch where they can actually make money.
Exactly.
On like their lives and stuff. Like I've had some lives do well, like really well. I got 5 cents.
Oof.
If I did that on YouTube, I'd have made $35 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is, and we're just using it. I think of it as something to do for fun.
Yeah, that's really what it is for me too. Just kind of like scrolling if I have some time, just something to watch sometimes. And scroll through and some funny things. Yeah, I mean that's really it. As far
as fun and like making connections and building relationships with other humans too. That's part of it for me. Like I just had a call with Ryan Wasoba. I'm bad with name pronunciation, but he makes great videos and I just really like them. And it's really cool to be able to like grow my friend base in that way. And that's just like everything that I do. I'm like, hey, if anything else comes from this, awesome. But if nothing else comes from this, it's cool because I made some cool friends.
Yeah, that's really same for me. Like with Instagram, I have a lot of people that I have their gear community or other demo artists. Like I've become friends through Instagram. I mean, I've met at least through TikTok only recently. I found another artist that does videos and things similar to what I do. And they're on the same wavelength as far as the way I think it comes to creativity and art. So that was really nice to say, oh, I'm seeing a mirror of someone else living somewhere else that is very much like me. So it's nice sometimes to see a mirror. We're connected socially and being able to see each other's work. So it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a really nice place to wrap it up, I think. Because if you know anything about GearFest, I flew back on Sunday. We're recording this on Monday, and the episode comes out on Tuesday. So, wow, I am tired.
And I could tell. I could tell. You were texting me going, hey, can we record today? I'm like, sure. What time?
I was like, oops. I meant to record at GearFest, but
I was wondering.
I did episodes of Tone Mob. I did an episode of Working Class Music. I was in some of an episode of Six Cycle Hum. I'm like, I think we're all podcast. I think that's like the max number of podcast things that can happen.
You're like, I'm done.
And
I'm done.
Because I thought maybe like Tia and I would do an episode. But she was tired. I was tired. Aww. It was like 5:00 on Saturday, and we're like, Next time.
Like, I'm so done. Next time. We'll do this again. We'll do this again.
Yeah. I mean, they've been on 2 episodes. I'm like, they're probably not like champing at the bit to get on another one this soon, but I would have loved to have had them. But I'm glad that I also got like a skosh of space between Gearfest and talking about it.
Of course.
So to everybody out there, please like, comment, subscribe, leave reviews on iTunes or wherever. I don't know anymore. Got merch at getoffsetpodcast.com/shop. Patreon at patreon.com/getoffset. If you're watching this on the premiere, whenever that is, probably Tuesday at 5 Pacific, you can still super chat for a little bit. Yeah, but not much longer.
Yeah, I mean, until they take that away, yeah.
Yeah, they only allow it for the premieres, which is frustrating. Yeah, but it's okay. Please consider using the affiliate links in the video description, especially the Sweetwater one. Thanks so much to Sweetwater for one of the best experiences of my life, even if I never get invited back, which I really fucking hope I do. It was great. I treasure it. No,
it looked like a lot of fun.
It did. It did look like fun.
It looked like, I mean, I'm the one watching. You guys experienced it.
Yeah, I'm glad it looked fun because it was. And, to everybody out there, stay safe. Don't let the bastards grind you down. And until next time, I guess, thanks for watching.
Thanks for understanding.
Until next time, my name is Emily.
I'm Joan of Heart.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.